what's up? It's me again, Bidemi Oke, and I have one of the best Nollywood actors in the house. We have Bayo Alawiye. Tell us a little about you.
Well, the first thing I would say is that I'm still an upcoming actor.
You're still upcoming, and your name is like all over.
Well, I would say I'm more established as a director than an actor.
The director.
Kódà kí n kàn mà. Kò mà sí ìdí láti fi tó lọ. Ṣé o sì? Ọ̀rẹ́ mi lásán ni Kúnlé. Ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ ní yín kẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ma.
Ṣé bí madam tó ń gbé street wà ní ẹ̀mọ́ wọn ni?
Kúnlé máa rọra.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
Díẹ̀díẹ̀ o. Ni màmá sọ fún ẹ.
Mommy.
Daddy.
And what's your educational background?
Well, I went to University of Ibadan. I studied theater arts. I majored in directing, media directing, and media. I was actually formerly a science student.
So why acting?
I was studying chemistry somewhere in Osu. They call it, I think they call it Olabisi.
Olabisi,
it was then Ogun State University. So.
I forgot to tell you that you look well put together. I like your outfit, very nice.
Oh, thank you.
So
it's fashion boss, so you have to.
So that's why. What are you wearing? I mean, how do you buy your things?
Well,
you have a stylist?
I'm not that put together. Let me put it that way. I just put them around and I wear them. But anything I see something I love it, I take it. I like this one. Just let me wear.
So you don't like? What do you know about fashion?
The truth of the matter is, I'm a rebel when it comes to fashion. You know, I don't like all this. This color matches that. I'm a rebel anywhere. In all spheres of life anyway. I don't like all those structured stuff. Don't tell me you must put on a suit with this. You must put on a. I just want to feel free and wear something that I feel is good. But you can't actually argue with people that are experts in that field. Yeah. Just give it to them.
Alright, how does it feel to be Bayo Alawiye? Does it feel any different? Or?
Well, if the question you're asking is about probably people knowing you and knowing your name and all, I think I was a bit used to it when I was in the university because don't let me say university, in my primary school, secondary school days, the name Alawiye, because it was the title of one book.
I remember that book there.
Exactly, that all of us read. So the name already put me on the limelight. So
are you related to that author?
No, the name of the author is G.F. Odunjo. He just titled the book Alawiye. So by my own father's name is Alawiye.
Is Alawiye.
So where I'm going is that I'm so used to it.
You're so used to it.
That spotlight from secondary school, primary school and all. University, I was always on stage. So a lot of people actually, you know the thing, star already. That university setting, I was some kind of mini star. So
stay away from my mother, or else
the threat. Don't move men like me.
I am tired of royalty.
Okay. Stay away from Kuniniola and I.
You talk about that defining moment you knew you wanted to be an actor, and you're just like, you know what? This is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do in life. And
see, I would say a lot of story, but let me just make it short. Okay. As I said, I was a science student.
I know, from science to acting.
So I was going to be a doctor at some point in my life. The reason it wasn't particularly because I love being a doctor. It was because I wanted respect for my family and all.
I know they love doctors, lawyers.
I was from a very, let me still use the regular word, poor background. So I wanted my family to have a doctor. And that was it. And we were running after that. Wow. But at some point, I think it was when the Yoruba movie, or let me say the movies was actually coming up, and everybody started looking at what home video was like. So I wrote a story, I gave it to one Alade Aromire of blessed memory. I went to his office at some point. Then he said, no, they don't buy stories, all they do is they produce their own movies and all. So I went back, and at some point I was just looking at the script again. And I told myself, it can be this guy you wrote about. You can actually, so let me try it. So I now started trying it, and I felt you can do it, but let me just try elsewhere. Wow. So I went to, I was just, it was just some, when it's defined, when it has been written, it has to happen like that. I said, okay, the first place I actually have the opportunity to test, I will try. So the next week I just saw a place, 20 boys, 20 girls needed for some acting, and I went in and the guy said, okay, I will make you an actor in 6 months.
Wow. So you guys registered?
And I registered and we started acting. Then I was still in school, I was still in Osu. So then at some point in my life I just realized that because I started abandoning school for performances and all, so I said, Bayo, I think this is what you want to do, this is what you have to do. So I abandoned Osu without telling my parents. I collected a diploma from UI, theater arts. Then when I got the admission, I told my parents that I'm leaving Osu, I'm going. What do you want to do? I said I just want to be, because I'm from illiterate parents, they don't really understand what, so I just explained to them, those people on TV, is that what you want? I said yes. Okay, so go ahead. So that's how I entered. I finished my diploma, I was admitted into the degree program then. And that's it.
Hey, Nicola, call you. Ìwọ ló call me. Kí ni problem yìí? You are my problem. How do you mean? Fi ọmọ mi lọ́rùn sílẹ̀ fún mi. Fi lọ́rùn sílẹ̀. Fọmọ mi lẹ̀ fún mi.
Ṣé Kúnlé tó wà ní primary school àbí tó wà ní secondary school? So ó máa need láti seek consent mọ́mí ẹ̀ láti decide lórí important issues.
Kúnlé, mi ṣe bí ọmọ ìkéré báyìí. You know what to do now. Eh? Come on. Báwo ni mo fẹ́ Kúnlé ńkọ́? Fẹ́ Kúnlé. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kẹ́ rí náà kànga.
Really your matter now.
Ó matter. Kí ló ń sọ? Now, out of my house. Out of this house. Mo ní kó jáde, mi ò fẹ́ fojú rí ẹ mọ́ láyé mi. Jáde.
What does acting actually mean to you, and why do people care so much about it?
For some, it's performance. Acting for some others is just representing life the way it is. You understand? It's like the way we talk now.
I thought acting was just about making money.
Money is part of it anyway. But the thing is, definition of acting, it means a lot to a lot of people. I'll tell you, I've had the experiences I've had in my. I think I have a short span in terms of career, and this is my 5th year or going to 6th. I've had a lot of people sharing their comments. Oh, you're a good actor. You're a natural actor. You make it so simple. And I've had a few. I'll say, Bayo, I don't like the way you act. It looks too
very affectionate.
It looks very.
Did I tell you I watched one of your movies? I think it was a love movie you did with Laide Bakare. Was that the first movie you ever done?
No. My first movie was Ijaokon. It was my own.
Yeah, it was that movie with Laide Bakare.
No, that was with Moji Olai.
Oh, sorry, I wanted to say Moji Olai. That was the first movie.
Yeah,
you did very well, and you were cuddled together, kissing and all that. But is there any challenges you faced on acting, and how did you solve that?
The major challenge is finance, probably lack of personnel that actually have an understanding of what it takes to make a movie, a little, and the situation in the country and all. So, but this is where we are. We can't change it. So we just need to adapt and look for a way to make it as good as we want it to look.
Have you ever rejected any role? Maybe.
Well, several. I think some people actually feel proud. My own is I take. The truth of the matter is I can actually direct any story.
You're very good at directing.
Yeah, I can direct any story. You can give me a bland story. I'll just take it as a challenge and turn it around. But you cannot give me a bland character. I'll just throw it away. Because why I would do for directing, because I know that I will have the total control. I'm the director, so I can turn it around and make it the way I want it to look. But if you just give me Bayo, just come and play one doctor for me. I'll say, what's the... Let me just read it. It's not that I can't play minor roles, but it has to make some meaning to me. So I do reject roles a lot, and that's why I've not done much.
Where water comes out of a gun. Leave this place. Oh, you have not seen soldier who will remove check and begin to run now. It is what we tell of that of what we hear.
The young prince is an unlucky messenger.
Give me that rifle.
You're sleeping with someone old enough to be your mother.
then you might as well be sleeping with your mother.
You killed our Oba.
Kill our king.
You killed the king.